During May of 2020, my younger brother and I decided to take a trip down the river in our backyard. This is the story of that adventure. Our trip started just outside the town of Chester. The idea was simple. We would kayak down the Williams River until we reached the Connecticut River and the border with New Hampshire. We started just above the town of Bartonsville and broke the trip into 4 sections. The first was the stretch to the Bartonsville Covered Bridge. Next, to the waterfall at Brockway's Mills. Then down to the bridge on Parker Hill Road. And finally, past the I-91 highway bridge, through the marsh of Herrick's Cove, and out to the parking lot, where Dad would meet us.
And we're off like a herd of turtles.
Woo!
You know what I forgot to do, Abe?
What do you have to do?
I forgot to get maps.
Maps?
Forgot to download maps for the area.
Oh, we'll be fine.
The trip started out fine, but we soon ran into some troubles.
Everybody, guys, we're going.
The river was very low after a few weeks with no rain, and many of the sections were too shallow for our boats. We soon learned to read the river and pick only the deepest, fastest, and safest routes. We became skilled boaters in no time at all.
So we send Abe down first so that I know where not to go. So not right there.
Don't go that way.
All right, I gotta catch this. Never mind, he caught it.
This is fine.
Sarah!
2020. Woo! Okay. Oh gosh. Jake, you want to grab the?
How's it going, Abe?
Oh, it's going fine. I got a little cut on my foot. I think it was from making sure everything got steady up there. Oh, there is some dark material in there, isn't there?
Yeah.
His dark material, as they say.
All right, look at that, Abe. We've done this much. Made it to the covered bridge.
So underneath
Up there,
Yeah.
I've actually carved a collar in, I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at this guy.
So where are we now, Abe?
We're like halfway between our exit to the house and then like Rockford Mills.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, this is the bridge on Williams Road.
That's what it is.
And
Yeah, it's what it is.
we'll be on our way to Brockway's Mills quite soon. So, where are we now, Abe?
So we're right by Brockway's Mills. We have these kayaks on land, which they're not supposed to be, but that's because they're also not supposed to go over these falls.
That's true.
So maybe for our Viking funeral, but that's not today.
Not today.
So we're gonna be portaging these over, but we got a long portage in front of us.
Yep.
Let's do it.
All right.
Again, further down, with a whole new conception.
Yeah.
What they look like, what they are.
All right, Abe, where are we now?
Well, that way is Brockway's Mills, and we are south of it, which is Portage. So now we're facing new river, like geology. It's a different terrain. So we're gonna see if we can keep pressing on with the same success we had earlier. It's so far so good, and it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
We're halfway there, and we'll be done by 4:30 or so. It's gonna be awesome. Worth it.
Yep, that's what the whole point is.
Oh, absolutely.
Just to have trail food.
Those are good.
The best
we should get
tasting
some warp.
food.
So I'm thinking, there are like some chairs and like a 5-foot over here. And we had to walk through their land, and there were like maybe 1 or 2 no trespassing signs. But the point is, if we run into anybody, we can just say that we paddled here.
Mm-hmm.
And we can just say, oh, we just came on your river, and the river's, not really yours. So,
Exactly.
that's our excuse.
Yeah, we shot the rapids.
We'll have to tell them that we went through Brockway's Mills.
All right.
Directly below Brockway's Mills, the river carves a sharp gorge.
Look, Abe, look over that way, closer to me. There's a piano. Piano? Piano.
Oh wow, there is a. Wow.
Below the gorge, we found the most beautiful swimming hole on the river, and below that, 2 miles of the most frustrating, rocky, shallow water of the entire trip. After ages of dragging the kayaks, it became deep again.
Finally.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
How long did that take, Abe?
Oh, way too long. Like.
It's taken a very long time, but we've finally made it to the bridge on Parker Hill Road.
This section rocks.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
full of rocks.
Full of
We
rocks.
hate it.
You don't like it.
Worst section so far?
Worst section so far.
Yeah. Between Brockway's Mills and this bridge. But we got good hopes for the next section.
Oh yeah.
So far off in the distance there is the Route 91 highway bridge under construction, which means we are awfully close to New Hampshire. The land down here is so much more flat.
It's getting so much wider. Because the closer you get to the Connecticut River, all the rivers get wider.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a tire right here.
All right, Abe. Where are we now?
So we're almost there. Here we have the bridge on I-91. That's right by exit 6. That they're still working on repairing. As you can see, they've been doing this for years. But we're about to go underneath it, which is a totally new view. It's gonna be awesome. And then just a mile till the Connecticut River. Look at that scaffolding. Wow. This is Route 7, a bridge on Route 7.
Yep.
Almost there, feels good.
Almost there. Abe, what were we just talking about?
It's just crazy to see the itty bitty Williams River, so majestic and huge. So
Yeah.
there's like an island on our river.
Yeah.
Like a proper island.
There's all sorts of wildlife down here.
Yeah.
It's also about 1.5 feet deep. Right now, anyway.
The trip gave us a new perspective on something as familiar to us as we are to each other, the river that lives in our backyard. We paddled the last half-mile in the rain.
So, where are we now, Abe?
Well, we made it. We, that there is New Hampshire. We just came back from. The river is New Hampshire. And now we're back in Vermont. This is Harris Cove, our final destination.
And how
life
long did that
jackets.
take?
Like 8 hours, dude.
Yeah.
Or longer, maybe. Like, maybe a bit over 8 hours. So, 8 miles, 8 hours, fine. But we're both exhausted. Our arms are sore, so we'll be looking forward to getting in the car and coming back.
Yep. And I just saw a text
Adventure.
that Dad is on the way.
Ooh.
And the cavalry has arrived. And with that, we tie up and get the hell out of here.
Believe me, my young friend, there is nothing, absolutely nothing, half so much worth doing as simply messing about in boats. Kenneth Grahame, The Wind in the Willows.